Nowadays, it feels like every single teen is making at least 10K a month, at least if you have that type of Instagram For You page. Now, because of that, we start to compare ourselves with them, thinking like, if they can make 10K a month, or if they can make millions, why can't we? But if you kind of zoom out and remove that Instagram lens, you kind of realize that they are the 0.01%. And even after like making that much money, are they really successful? Because success doesn't always correlate to a monetary value. Because being successful is a combination of a lot of things. It's not always financial. Of course, money does play a big part, but it is not the only thing that makes you successful. So the question now becomes, what truly is a successful teenager? I've made this video into 4 different chapters that I truly believe put you in top 1% of the teenagers. And if I were to give advice to my 2-year-old self or even my current self, this is exactly what I would tell them. Here's the thing, right? The apps that you use on a daily basis are literally designed to keep you in the bottom 99%. Here's a fun little statistic for you. 41% of teenagers spend more than 8 hours a day on their screens. Now, to put this into perspective, that is literally 4 months of your entire year. 4 straight months of your entire year spent scrolling on social media. Think of how absurd that sounds. Now, when I say create more than you consume, I don't mean you go and start becoming a YouTuber. I don't mean you start uploading stuff on Instagram. That will, of course, be beneficial. But when I talk about creating, it basically means writing, building, coding, training a skill, making something that didn't exist this morning. Here's a little rule that you can follow. For every hour that you spend consuming a bit of content, spend the exact same time creating something. So if you're spending 1 hour scrolling on social media, spend 1 hour creating something. That even 20 minutes alone is enough to put you in the driver's seat instead of the passenger seat. The amount of times I've heard stuff like, I'll get healthy when I'm older, or I'll start the gym when I have time, or like, I'll start gym after the exams. That is complete bullshit. The truth is, whoever says stuff like this is literally making excuses. I know people who work 2 jobs and still manage to find time for the gym. I know people, no matter what their circumstances, they've managed to find time to focus on their fitness. People who can't afford a gym membership go into calisthenics. It is not that hard. It all literally depends whether it is a priority for you or not. You don't exercise to build a better body. I mean, that is sure, some people do, and that is a very big positive aspect of it. But the main thing that physical exercise helps with is better performance, lower anxiety, and better sleep. It is literally an unfair advantage. And when I say health is wealth, I'm not talking about literally just exercising. Health is a lot of stuff. Health is your diet. Health is the way you sleep. Health is like how much you move. Everything that affects your body physically and mentally is a part of health. So what is the minimum amount of exercise that you should be doing? Well, walk daily. Like, aim for a step goal of at least 8 to 10,000 steps every single day. I personally hit 13,000 steps every single day, but the sooner you set that benchmark, your life will just become so much better. Second thing is lift 3 to 5 times a week. Protect your sleep. Your sleep is so important. Deep sleep is more important because it helps you with physical recovery, but sleep in general is just so essential for you, especially if you're a teenager. 7 to 8 hours every single day is non-negotiable. Once your body's handled, something weird happens to with the way people start treating you, and that is chapter number 3. Chasing something is the fastest way to repel something that you really want, whether that's opportunities, respect, people. The more you're going to chase, the more you'll repel. Whenever you chase something, it signals that you have nothing going on in your life. Energy follows attention, and yours is pointed outward instead of yourself. So once you start directing that all of your energy towards yourself, improving yourself, everything will literally be attracted to you instead of you going out and chasing it. You're not supposed to chase the result. You become someone the result is attracted to. This applies to literally everything: friendships, opportunities, the people you respect, your future. The one person become a magnet by getting their own life right first. If you don't have your own life in order and you try to chase other things, you're not going to get him. So become the person that you want to be. Become the person who's supposed to have all the things that you want, and everything will come to you. It's literally that simple. You just have to start focusing on yourself first. But none of this matters if you can't think for yourself, because someone else is constantly trying to think for you, and that is the final chapter. You're being sold something every time you scroll on social media: a product, an opinion, a version of who you should be. The 99% of them people absorb it, and only the 1% question it. Most people never learn to separate what they're being told from what's actually true. You know, they scroll on social media, they see an opinion, they're like, oh, if he's telling me, then it should be true. But they never double check, and that's the biggest problem. You let someone else tell you what's right or wrong. You let someone else basically impose their worldview on you, and you actually adapt it. So basically, you end up listening to others instead of being able to think critically for yourself. So the question now becomes, how do you fix it? And the answer is pretty simple. All you have to do is literally become self-aware. And the way you become self-aware is by asking these 3 questions. Who's saying this and what do they want from me? What's the evidence and what's missing? And what would have to be true for the opposite to be right? The payoff of simply asking these 3 questions is literally extraordinary, because you become someone who can actually think critically. It's a skill that makes the other 3 chapters that I talked about in this video work together. It tells you what to create, it tells you what health advice is real, and it tells you what's actually worth your attention. The moment you start thinking for yourself is the moment that you stop being a part of the 99%, because only factual information that's in line with whatever your morals are gets processed into your brain. So basically, you in a way, you filter out all the rubbish, and only the most important and the cream of the crop basically gets stored in your brain. And that's how it should be. You should only be storing valuable stuff, and your mind should not be like filled with fog or filled with trashy stuff, you know what I mean? Your mind is so important, and you should be protecting it at all costs. And here's the thing, becoming the top 1% was never the goal. The goal was to become someone who improves themselves so much that they end up getting to the top 1%. Your focus should not be oh, let me get to the top 1%. It should be just to make yourself better every single day. Improve yourself, improve your productivity, improve your business, improve whatever you're doing every single day, and that's how you automatically get to the 1%. And I also want to say one more thing, and I think this thing is very important, is that we always confuse success with a monetary value. Success doesn't have a monetary value. If you have a bed to sleep on tonight, if you have a roof over your head, if you don't have to worry about skipping dinner because you don't have enough food, or anything like that, you're already successful because you don't have to worry about these things. Like, it's so simple. Like, if you're never going to be successful if you don't have gratitude in you. Every single small thing that you have, be thankful for it. If you're like spoiled in a way and you think, oh, but this is like, if you don't value stuff, you're never going to become successful. Everything should be valued. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're already in a lot of people don't have a roof over their head. So be thankful, show gratitude for it. I think that is what truly makes you successful. It's like being grateful for everything that you have, and that puts you in the top 1% already. But yeah, if you want to get into the top 1% of teenagers, I think these are the 4 chapters or 4 things that we talked about today that are most important. And the sooner you pick one and start with it, and once you not master, but once you get good at all 4 of these things, your life will just become so much better. And these things don't take a lot of time. They take, maybe if you truly lock in, you can achieve a lot of stuff within just a month. And in 6 months, your life can look completely different from what it is now. So just follow these 4 chapters, and I promise you, you're going to become a version of yourself that you never imagined becoming. But yeah, if you want to get into the top 1%, please subscribe to the channel, because you will become the top 1%, as you can see on the screen right now. And I'll see you with another video very soon. Please subscribe to the channel right over here and become a part of the top 1%. And check out 2 of these videos. This one is about how you can make money as a student, and this one is about A-levels versus university and their differences. I'll see you with another video very soon. Take care and goodbye.